A Volkswagen Golf, Seat Leon, Audi A3 and Škoda Octavia just rolled off the same production line in Wolfsburg. Same workers, same robots, same parts, same everything. But one cost €24,000 and another cost €45,000. Yesterday, I watched an Audi Q5 and Porsche Macan being built side by side in Leipzig. They're the same car. The Porsche cost €30,000 more. For leather and a badge, Volkswagen Group has turned 7 brands into the biggest con in automotive history, generating €80 billion by selling you the same car 7 times at 7 different price points. And I have the receipts, internal documents, factory footage, and component lists that prove your premium Audi is just a Skoda in a suit. Volkswagen Group owns Volkswagen, Audi, Seat, Skoda, Porsche, Bentley, and Lamborghini. 7 brands that are supposed to offer different experiences, different engineering, different value. The reality? They're selling you the same 4 platforms, the same 5 engines, the same transmissions, at prices that vary by up to 400%. It's not business, it's organized theft. The numbers are staggering. The MQB platform alone underpins 51 different models across the group. That's 51 different cars that are fundamentally the same vehicle. The Golf, Leon, A3, Octavia, TT, Q3, Tiguan, A-Tech, Karoq, all the same car underneath. Yet prices range from €19,000 for a Seat to €65,000 for an Audi. Same bones, triple the price. If you've ever wondered why your Audi feels exactly like a Volkswagen, or why your Porsche shares parts with a Skoda, smash that subscribe button right now. We're exposing the automotive industry's biggest con game, and VAG doesn't want you to see this. The MQB platform is Volkswagen's masterstroke of deception, one modular architecture that can be stretched, shrunk, and configured into everything from a Polo to a Passat. Brilliant engineering, criminal marketing. Because they're not selling you different cars, they're selling you different configurations of the same car at wildly different prices. Let me break this down with real examples. The Volkswagen Golf GTI costs €42,000, the Seat Leon Cupra costs €38,000, the Audi S3 costs €52,000, the Škoda Octavia VRS costs €35,000. These are the same car. Same EA888 engine, same 7-speed DSG, same suspension design, same chassis. The only difference? Badges, bumpers, and interior trim. But here's where it gets insulting. Volkswagen deliberately makes the cheaper brands worse to justify price differences. Seat gets harder plastics, Škoda gets less sound deadening, Volkswagen gets middle-grade materials, Audi gets soft-touch everything. The cars are mechanically identical, but they add cheapness to create price tiers. The proof is in parts catalogs. Order a water pump for a Golf GTI. Part number 06L121111H, €189. Order the Audi-specific water pump for an S3. Part number 06L121111H, €287. Same part number, different price because of the badge on your car. They're not even trying to hide it. Factory workers in Wolfsburg have leaked that Golf and Audi A3 literally alternate on the same production line. Same robots, same process. The only difference happens at the trim station where different dashboards go in. Your €20,000 premium for the Audi? You're paying for 10 minutes of different assembly. Porsche is supposed to be special, the pinnacle of German engineering, the dream brand. The reality? Modern Porsches are Audis with sports tuning, and Audis are Volkswagen with leather. The Porsche Macan, their best-selling model, is literally an Audi Q5 that costs €25,000 more. The Macan and Q5 are built in the same Leipzig factory. They share the MLB platform, same engines. The Porsche 2.0T is the EA888 from a Golf. Same PDK DSG transmission with different software. Same suspension design with different tuning. Yet the Macan starts at €69,000 while the Q5 starts at €44,000. But wait, it gets worse. The Porsche Cayenne, Audi Q7, Volkswagen Touareg, Bentley Bentayga, and Lamborghini Urus are all the same car. The MLB Evo platform stretched to different sizes. A Touareg costs €65,000, a Bentayga costs €200,000. But the same platform, same factory, same fundamental engineering. The component sharing is shameless. The The Porsche Cayenne uses VW Group's standard EA888 4-cylinder in base models. A Porsche with a Golf engine, the same engine that's in €20,000 Skodas. But because it's Porsche, they charge €75,000. It's not premium engineering, it's premium pricing for standard parts. Here's the killer detail. Porsche's profit margin is 18%, highest in the industry. Volkswagen's margin is 5%. They're not making better cars, they're just better at charging more for the same cars. Every Porsche sold funds the development of the next shared platform that will be sold back to you at inflated prices. Audi positions itself as premium, competing with BMW and Mercedes. The four rings supposedly means engineering excellence. The reality? Most Audis are Skodas with better marketing. In many cases, the Skodas are actually better built. The Audi A4 and Škoda Superb share the MLB platform. The Superb is built in Czech Republic with Czech labor costs. The A4 is built in Germany with German costs. Yet the Superb has more space, more equipment, and better reliability scores. It costs €15,000 less. Audi's solution? They deliberately limit Škoda's options to maintain hierarchy. Internal documents leaked from VAG show explicit instructions to keep Škoda below Audi in perception. Škoda isn't allowed certain engines, certain technologies, certain features, not because they couldn't build them, but because it would embarrass Audi. The Superb could easily have air suspension, but that's reserved for A6 and above. TÜV reliability reports are devastating for Audi's premium image. The Škoda Octavia has 14% fewer problems than the Audi A3 at the same age. Same platform, same engines, better reliability. Why? Czech workers take more pride in their work than German workers building their 10,000 Golf derivative. The pricing scam is documented. An Audi A3 Sportsback S-Line costs €38,000. A Škoda Scala Monte Carlo with more equipment costs €24,000. The only meaningful differences? The badge and LED signature. You're paying €14,000 for light patterns and social status. Seat used to be Spain's answer to Italian flair. Affordable cars with Latin passion. Now, they are Volkswagens built in Spain with worse materials and confused marketing. Every Seat is a VAG platform with different bumpers, trying to be sporty while sharing everything with sensible Volkswagens. The Seat Leon is the most obvious example. It's a Golf. Not based on a Golf, it is a Golf with a different face. Same MQB platform, same engine, same interior architecture, same everything. Built in Martorell, Spain, with lower labor costs, yet somehow only €2,000 cheaper than the premium Golf. But here's the scandal. Seat often gets better engines than VW in Europe. The Leon Cupra got the 300 horsepower EA888 before the Golf GTI. The A-Tech got the 2.0 TSI before the Tiguan. Why? Because Seat is VAG's testing ground for technology before it goes mainstream. Spanish customers are guinea pigs for German engineering. Cupra, Seat's performance brand, is the ultimate joke. It's Seat's attempt to be Audi, which is Volkswagen's attempt to be Porsche. The Cupra Formentor is an Audi A3 with aggressive styling, priced like an Audi with Seat quality. It's a sub-brand of a sub-brand charging premium prices for mainstream engineering. Sales tells the truth. Seat sales in Spain, their home market, have collapsed 41% since VAG took full control. Spanish buyers realize they're paying for German cars built in Spain without German quality. They're buying Hyundai and Kia instead. Even in Barcelona, you see more Korean cars than Seats. This is where VAG's con game reaches absurd levels. Bentley, the ultimate British luxury brand, builds Volkswagens with wood trim. Lamborghini, the Italian dream maker, built Audis with wild styling. Both charge hundreds of thousands for car-sharing platforms with vehicles costing 80% less. The Bentley Bentayga is a Porsche Cayenne, is an Audi Q7 is a Volkswagen Touareg. Same MLB Evo platform. The Bentayga costs €200,000. The Touareg costs €65,000. The difference? Leather, wood, and British people hand-assembling German parts. You're paying €135,000 for interior decoration on a Volkswagen. Lamborghini's Urus is even more insulting. It shares everything with the Audi RS Q8 except the body. Same engine, same platform, same transmission, same factory. The RS Q8 costs €140,000. The Urus costs €240,000. That's €100,000 for pentagon-shaped exhausts and angry headlights. The component sharing is shameless. Bentley uses VAG's standard W12 engine, the same basic design from the Volkswagen Phaeton. Lamborghini's V10 is derived from Audi's. Even their switches, stalks, and electronics are VAG part spin specials. That €400,000 Bentley Flying Spur has the same window switches as a €30,000 Passat. But here's the criminal part. They could make these brands special. They choose not to. It's cheaper to use existing platforms and charge hypercar prices. The profit margins on Bentley and Lamborghini are obscene, over 20%, because they're selling ordinary engineering at extraordinary prices. If you needed more proof that all VAG cars are the same, look at the software disasters. The Golf 8's catastrophic infotainment system that doesn't work. It's in the Audi A3, the Seat Leon, the Škoda Octavia. The same broken software, the same haptic buttons that don't respond, the same crashes and freezes. The ID3 software disaster that delayed launch by months? That same software architecture is going into every electric VAG model. The Audi Q4 e-tron, Cupra Born, Skoda Enyaq all share the same buggy, half-finished software because they're all the same car with different badges. VAG spent €30 billion on software development, creating Cariad to unify all systems. The result? Every brand now has the same problems. Your €150,000 Porsche Taycan has the same software glitches as a €35,000 ID3. Premium prices for mainstream problems. The over-the-air updates they promised? Mostly fixing problems that shouldn't exist. The features they add? Mostly subscription services trying to extract more money. Your Audi's heated seats that require a subscription? The capability was always there. They're just ransoming features you already paid for. Customer satisfaction scores have plummeted across every VAG brand since software unification. JD Power shows Audi dropping 15 places, Volkswagen dropping 12, Porsche dropping 8. They're all dropping together because they're all suffering from the same terrible systems. Here's the dirty secret that terrifies VAG executives. Škoda is better than Volkswagen. Better built, better value, better reliability, better satisfaction scores. The budget brand is embarrassing the premium brands, and VAG is desperately trying to hide it. TÜV inspection data is brutal. Škoda Octavia, 18.8% failure rate at first inspection. Volkswagen Golf, 21.3%. Audi A3, 22.7%. The Czech-built cheap car is more reliable than German premium engineering. Labor costs are lower in Czech Republic, but quality is higher because workers aren't burnt out building their millionth Golf. Skoda's Superb is larger than a Passat, better equipped than a Passat, more reliable than a Passat, and costs €10,000 less than a Passat. VAG's response? Limit Škoda's marketing budget, restrict their dealer network, and prevent them from selling certain models in Germany to protect Volkswagen sales. The Kodiaq versus Tiguan comparison is embarrassing. Same platform, same engines, same factory even. The Kodiaq has more space, better reliability, longer warranty, more equipment, and costs €5,000 less. German buyers are starting to notice. Kodiaq sales in Germany are up 47% while Tiguan sales dropped 23%. VAG tried to push Škoda upmarket to justify higher prices. It backfired. Customers realized that premium Škoda was still cheaper than basic VW while being the same car. Now VAG is trying to push Škoda back down, but the damage is done. Everyone knows the Czech brand builds better cars than the German mothership. Volkswagen Group generated €322 billion in revenue in 2023. Approximately €80 billion of that comes from selling the same cars at different prices to different people. It's the most successful badge engineering scheme in history, and it's completely legal. The MQB platform alone generates €45 billion annually across all brands. One platform, 4 engines, 7 brands, dozens of different models. The development cost was €8 billion. They've made that back 50 times over by convincing people that a Golf and an A3 are different cars worth different prices. The profit distribution is criminal. Porsche generates 30% of VAG profits while selling 10% of the volume. How? By charging €30,000 more than an Audi with sports suspension. Bentley's profit per car is €45,000. The cars cost maybe €5,000 more to build than a top-spec Audi. The rest is pure brand markup. Stock buybacks and dividends from all these profits? €25 billion in the last 3 years. That money came from you overpaying for badges. Every euro of premium you paid for an Audi over a Škoda went to shareholders, not better engineering. You funded executive bonuses by believing marketing lies. The human cost is real. Billions of Europeans stretched budgets to buy premium Audis that are just Škodas. Families went into debt for Porsches that are Volkswagens. Young people chose poverty to lease BMWs and Mercedes, not knowing that Škoda would be mechanically identical but affordable. Volkswagen Group hasn't built 7 different brands. They've built one brand with 7 price points. Every innovation is shared. Every platform is common. Every engine is universal. The only thing that changes is how much they charge you based on which badge you're willing to pay for. This isn't illegal. It's not even unethical by corporate standards. It's just cynical, deliberate exploitation of human psychology. The desire for status, the belief in premium, the trust in brands. VAG has weaponized all of it to charge you 400% markups for identical products. The solution is simple but painful. Stop falling for badges. That Audi A3 you're considering? Buy the Octavia and save 15,000 euros. The Porsche Macan you dream about? The Q5 is the same car for 25,000 euros less. That Bentley Bentayga, you're buying a Touareg in a tuxedo. But here's the tragedy. Even knowing this, most people will still buy the badge. They'll knowingly overpay for status. They'll finance Audis they can't afford instead of buying Škodas they can. The con works because people want to be conned. They want to believe their premium car is special, even when the evidence proves it's not. Volkswagen Group knows this. They count on it. The 80 billion euro con continues because human vanity is stronger than logic. Every badge-engineered car sold validates their strategy. Every premium price paid encourages more platform sharing. The only way to stop it is to stop buying it. Which badge engineering scam shocked you the most? Have you been overpaying for a fancy Volkswagen? Share your VAG horror story below. Every comment reveals how deep this con goes. Subscribe for more automotive truth the industry doesn't want exposed. And if this video opened your eyes to the biggest con in automotive history, hit that hype button to boost this message, because every driver needs to know they're being scammed by Volkswagen Group's 7-brand illusion.